This is the Lockhart Raven 9. This is a 9mm kind of PCC made right here on Vancouver Island. Now, before I go further on this, I'm going to talk about the K9. The K9, from what I had, was a good gun. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. But this gun is more interesting on a number of levels, and I think that would make for a better 1,000 round review. I can't do 1,000 rounds of both, at least not in the time span. Maybe sometime in the future I can do a K9 and pick one back up, but for now I can't do that. Financially, I literally can't. So I put a poll on Reddit, and I'll show the results here on the Canada Gun subreddit, and the majority of people wanted a review on this thing. And that makes sense. This is a very promising, interesting looking rifle. Now, this is a non-restricted rifle, so I believe this will take any AR handguard. It has a threaded barrel. It takes AR buttstocks, buffer tubes, and of course, Glock mags, ambidextrous, bolt release, ambidextrous safety selector, takes AR triggers, and also AR charging handles. Now, before I go any further, I have to mention this, and I really, really hope this detail was just missed by the company I bought it from. I didn't buy directly from them. I bought from G4C out in Ontario. When I opened this box and I took the gun out, I noticed there wasn't a charging handle installed. So if you notice, there are holes on the left and right for a charging handle. And I think that's a pretty cool feature, but it didn't come with one. So I thought, okay, that sucks, but I guess I can buy directly from the company if I want to buy their charging handle. But then I realized there was no top charging handle. In its place was this little block that just slid under the cover and screwed in to the top. There was literally, right out of the box, literally no way for me to shoot this gun. It was literally impossible, which is astounding. It has to be one of two things happened here. Either the manufacturer forgot, or one of three things happened here. The manufacturer forgot to send the charging handle to G4C. G4C forgot to put it in the box, and now this gets back to Lockhart Raven, the company. You can order this thing direct from them, although I believe it can be fairly slow, and you can get a whole bunch of options. They can Cerakote it for you. You can get different trigger tech triggers. You can get different charging handles and muzzle devices and things like that. And one of the things, like I had mentioned, was charging handles. You can get an ambidextrous charging handle from them. And I got the one that was just the ambidextrous version, because you can get one that's a couple $100 cheaper that doesn't have the ambidextrous controls. But I wanted the ambidextrous one. Mine just didn't come with the charging handle. Okay, that's fine. I thought it would come with a standard one-side charging handle and one of these. And it didn't, which is absolutely wild. So if you are going to buy one of these, maybe just in case, order a mil-spec charging handle for now. I'm going to have to change this out. This is a temporary solution. I had this left over from my K9. I sold it with the Ambi one that was on it. And so this was just the leftover from the K9. I'm going to have to find a different charging handle. And I want to get one of these too. So, yeah. Anyway, that's the main thing out of the box. Let me talk more about the gun specifically. This thing is 6.4 pounds. I believe it is about 2 pounds, maybe 1.8 pounds without the accessories on the K9, lighter than the K9. And more importantly, most of the weight is in the back. So when you are holding this thing, it is incredibly easy to point. So much so, and I'll do a video of this when I take it out for the first shots in the next video. I can literally shoot this like a pistol, 2 hands on the pistol grip. It is incredibly light, which is amazing. Now, I don't know, I think they make their own handguard here because it fits with the design very well. It comes with 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry, might not be able to see that. 1, 2, 3, and then 4 QD points. It's got M-lock on both sides and on the bottom. It's got, I believe you can use this as a sling swivel if you want to. It comes with the standard M4 and A2 stocks, which are not great. These 2 things are going. And it has a mil-spec trigger here. It also has ambidextrous bolt catch on both sides, although only one mag release, and an ambi safety selector. Now, I am going to cut here. I'm going to take it apart, and I'm going to bring on the parts that I'm going to put on this rifle, which is not many. And I'm going to show you the party trick that this gun has that makes it incredibly unique. So I will be back in a second. Okay, I need to do a quick addendum to this video because I don't know how I didn't notice this before. So this will go in the middle of the video before the final segment. And I just noticed this. So I had said it didn't come with a side charging handle. Well, I don't know who did this. Part of me is suspecting G4C because it would be insane for this to happen from the factory and being shipped out. But I believe that is supposed to be the charging handle that sheared off. You can see it's like the inside metal, and I don't have the tools to take this out. You can see kind of the inside screw here. So that isn't good. I guess after all, I will have to be dealing with their warranty policy in some way. I guess we'll see how that goes. So, sorry for this interruption. We will go back to the video. Okay, everything is disassembled. Now, first thing I'll point out, maybe the first thing you'll notice, if you have not seen this rifle before or any of its press material or anything, and you noticed it said multi-caliber on the receiver, and you noticed how I said 9mm, kinda, that is because this piece right here is the actual firearm. This is the actual receiver. It is just the trigger, the safety selector, and the buffer tube. And that is it. What you can do, and what the goal of the Raven, which is the name of this if I didn't already mention it for some reason, is you can swap out your magazine wells for other calibers. Now, So this one takes Glock mags. Presumably, you could have one that uses Smith & Wesson mags, 9mm, maybe, I don't know, any others. I don't know, maybe like, why am I drawing a blank on pistol mags? I guess 1911 mags, if you really wanted to. 2011 mags or something, CZ mags. They're coming to me. Or, if you switch the upper receiver and the magwell, you can change to a completely different caliber. Not only, now, you can change to other blowback calibers. And this is the bolt, by the way. It's got some weight to it, but overall it seems fairly lightweight, actually. And that is because the buffer is an 8-ounce buffer back here. What you can do is you can change to other calibers. So you can make it into a 10mm, a 45 ACP. You can even make it into a 22 LR. Or you could make it into a rifle caliber. Now, it hasn't come out yet. According to the website, it's a few weeks out. But considering the delays that this thing had, which were numbered in the months, who knows if that's actually coming out in the next couple of weeks. But theoretically, it is supposed to be able to be chambered in 300 blackout, 7.62 by 51, 5.56. I haven't seen 7.62 by 39, although I would think it would be possible with Stanag Magwell and 7.62 upper. And importantly, those ones will have a gas system. This one does not. This one is just a blowback. Now, I would like to take the handguard off for you. Theoretically, it should be able to just slide right off right now. It is way too tight. I can't get it off. And I don't want to risk anything. So I'm just going to leave it on. I don't need to take it off. And also, as you might have noticed, the push pins are non-captive. They come right out. The kind of good thing about these push pins, though, is that you can push them out with your finger. You don't even need a tool. I put an asterisk on that, though, because the one at the front here, your finger cannot get in there enough for you to pull it out. You do need a tool for the front one, but I digress. So, yeah, 2 mag walls just go together like so. Put in your push pins, and you're good to go. It is quite a smart design. It really is. So yeah, that is how this thing ticks. Now, I will once again be putting this V30 on. I'll have a review on this soon. I am like 3 models of this, thousands of rounds through these. Full review on this, excuse me, full review on this in the next, hopefully month and a half. Putting on my BCM grip, my K2, and I can't remember the name of this stock. This was the one that was on my K9. The guy that bought my K9 wanted the MOE stock, so I just took this one off and I'll put this one on this rifle. But yeah. Oh yeah, and a little bit of Picatinny for a bipod. If a quick, just screw on thumb screw bipod. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention. While it didn't include a charging handle, which seems very integral, they did include a little keychain of an AR. Actually, no. This is a keychain of the Raven 5.56. You can tell from the open slide slots here. So, get yourself a little AR-style keychain, which is kind of neat. And you also get a trigger lock, which is actually very appreciated. I like when companies include these locks with the rifles. So, I will put this back together with all the parts on it, and I will come back to talk more about the rifle. This is the rifle put together. Got the red dot on it, got the BCM grip, a little bit of pick rail. Worth mentioning, it is 1/2x28 on the threads, and got the stock on here. Now, the one thing that was immediately noticeable is how tight this gun is. There is absolutely no wiggle at all. Like, this thing is machined extraordinarily well. Maybe you could say to a fault, because I couldn't get the handguard off. I just pulling it, I could not get it off. I'm sure I could eventually, but I don't want to ruin anything right now. But everything is extraordinarily tight and crisp. The only complaint from picking it up that I have is this right here. This machining, when you're holding it, if you are not holding it properly, I don't know how well this is gonna pick up. If you're not holding it properly, like if you're slightly off, this isn't really beveled here, and it's kind of sharp, so it will be a bit uncomfortable. When you have a proper grip, it's fine. But yeah, if you were doing like some kind of competition where you have to go prone or something, because this is not a fighting rifle. I'm not going to treat this like a fighting rifle at all. This is a competition and shooting and range use rifle. I guess maybe pest control if you really want to, but I think there's better options for that. If you're in an uncomfortable situation, this might dig into you a tiny bit. That's really the only complaint I have on here. One thing I forgot to mention, there is also an additional QD point right here. And also, I did check the True North Arms faux suppressor. It wasn't the right thread. I still have the reverse style. It will fit in the handguard, so that's good. But yeah, that is it for this rifle. I am very much looking forward to shoot it. It is with a caveat, though. Apparently, there is a break-in period on this rifle. And I don't really know exactly how long the break-in period is. It could just be a few rounds. It could be 100 rounds. I'm not quite sure, but I know it exists. And actually, one thing that I wanted to bring up that I forgot to at the beginning. I saw there was a video on YouTube. You can go look it up if you want. Of a guy that unboxed it and is doing his first shots, and he was aware of the break-in period too. But I saw he was doing something, and I really want to bring this up before anything else. Now, on the manual for this gun, it is noted, where is it? They recommend Blazer Brass 115 or 124 grain. And they also say round nose will feed reliably. Other types may also work, however, the chance of feed issues increase with any ammunition does not have a round nose. So keep that in mind. which is partially, again, why I say I don't think this is really the best gun for hunting. Um, and I also want to point out, and this was the thing the guy was doing. Where is it? Let me cut real quick, guys, so I can find it. Okay, found it. Using aluminum or steel-cased ammunition voids the manufacturer's warranty. So do not use aluminum or steel case. And I bring this up because the guy on YouTube was doing his break-in period, and he was using aluminum case. Now, aluminum case on the box, I believe, says do not use in pistol caliber carbines. Now, I wanted to test out on the K9 to see if it would work. I did, and it did not work, so I didn't use it. Now, I'm not even going to use aluminum or steel case because of the warranty, but also the first shot that this guy took with an aluminum case, the case ruptured on him. It is not worth using aluminum case in this gun. You're going to lose the warranty, potentially going to damage your gun, and the box of ammo tells you not to use it. So, how about the warranty information that is on this gun? Now, it is a small company. I don't know what the warranty experience is going to be like. Based on the Google reviews, he's a nice guy, but some people seem to not like his personality for the Canadian Firearms Safety course, but otherwise some people do, and he's a nice guy. And the only complaint I found about the company and the shipping policy and things like that was that it was slow. Couldn't get items on time or didn't ship them out within a reasonable amount of time. That's not great, which is partially why I ordered from G4C and not direct from the company. So I don't know what the warranty experience is going to be like, but I can put up the warranty information on screen here. I'll leave it up for a few seconds if you want to read it. We'll see. I hope I don't have to deal with this warranty information in my testing. If I do, I can always just drive up here, at least for the next couple of months. But if I do, that certainly will be part of the videos I make on this thing. So, like I said, I'm aiming to have a video out on this first shots video. Hopefully I get past the break-in point sometime between Thursday and Saturday. We'll see. Depends on the weather, depends on my school schedule, and what I can fit in. But yeah, that is it. Subscribe to see more of this rifle in the future. Like the video to help spread the video's reach. Increase the video's reach, sorry. And thank you for watching.